Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Road Trippin' with the Rudes.
Hi, guys. If this is your first time watching us, thank you so much. Please be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell because we have more coming your way, and that like button for this video. If you've been riding with us from day one or all along, thank you so much. Please be sure to comment down below so that we know you are here. Today, you want to take a guess? It is all about Into the Unknown, the documentary.
Christmas in July.
Yes. So, guys, on Instagram, at the.pixie.gypsy actually is doing a challenge, and it was giving us all types of Frozen feels and nostalgia. If you're not done so already, please be sure to follow us on Instagram at Road Trippin' with the Rudes.
Yeah.
We've actually participated. The girls did some Anna and Elsa stuff and got some more stuff coming. But Into the Unknown, the documentary.
Into the Unknown, the documentary.
First of all, thank you. Thank you so much, Disney Plus. Like, Disney Plus holds it down. And this was released on Disney Plus a few weeks ago, and it is the behind the scenes of the making of Frozen 2. I will say this. The Frozen franchise. I loved Frozen. I knew why people connected so much with, Let It Go, and I got the craze. But I will tell you, the second one was so amazing to me and resonated so much with me that Frozen 2 all day for me. Comment down below if you're like me and you're like, Team Frozen 2. Not that we should have to decide, but that, for me, that was really the one that stuck with me. So to see the behind the scenes, what were your thoughts?
I'll be honest, I don't like seeing inside the magic. I don't like seeing behind the magic and none of that. I don't want to know how it was made.
I do. And I love it. So,
but that goes against everything else. I'd be wanting to know everything else. But my movies, nah, just let me think it was real or whatever. But I'm not a Frozen fan anyway, so.
I want to know all about that. So, okay, I didn't get to go to Hollywood Studios when it was MGM Studios in the 90s, when it was kind of like that back lot type feel. You did.
Yeah.
I would have loved it.
Yeah, on that one part where they were actually physically messing around with the dirt and the rocks and recording it. It was an experience. I can't remember. For whatever reason, Alfred Hitchcock sticks out in my mind. The movie was playing and you had to make the sounds. Or maybe I'm getting my parks mixed up. Maybe it was Universal that did that. I'm not sure. But I did it one time when I went to Florida as a young buck.
Comment down below if you know, because I was...
Yeah, I'm not sure which experience, but I think it was MGM Studios.
So here is what... watching behind the scenes gave me a newfound appreciation for the movie itself. And I love the fact that, so Jennifer Bell and Chris Buck are actually kind of like the leads that they follow because they are the co-directors. They also co-directed Frozen. Now, Jennifer Bell also is the screenwriter. So she wrote Frozen and she wrote Frozen 2. So the sisters are near and dear to her. They resonate with her. As you watch her, you start to see some qualities of both of them in her, which I loved. And I loved watching the actors, and because for me, that was like, I'm like, okay, how are they like relaxed about it? Are they low key? Are they as excited as the fans? So one part that I really loved was when Kristen Bell was in for recording, and I believe that they show her the preview, or kind of like the wave scene that we see in the preview. And her first reaction is that real? Like, is that really what? And I'm like, okay, I think I said that when we were in the theater. I think there were a few times where I'm like, is that real?
Mm-hmm.
I just like comment down below because I'm surprised that Corey's like he doesn't want to see the magic. After every single movie, Corey researches the Easter eggs. He looks at all of that stuff.
Yeah, I just don't. Even the Marvel ones, I don't ever watch behind the scenes. Like, I don't watch them on the green screen doing stuff. I want to act like they were there. I don't want to know they were standing in front of a green screen.
Yeah, but this one didn't show any green screen.
Well, it's animation, but I'm just saying, I don't like any behind the scenes like that. Just the bloopers, and give me the bloopers, and I'm good.
Comment down below if you're like Corey. I am like I want to know how things are made, and it just again it increases my appreciation for it. So to watch the animators work, and I'm not a technical person, but I was like in awe. Like people were like drawing on their computer monitors. I'm probably saying all types of wrong, and I'm sorry guys, but there was a team for every single character. Like I think they had 400 people working at one point. But so you had the team that was working on creating Anna, the team that was working on Elsa. Mm-hmm. What was your take on the music?
It was okay. I mean, only song I like is Olaf's song.
Okay.
Other than that, I thought the songs were blah.
You can attack him in the comments. Feel free.
Frozen Hive, I'm here.
So, Robert Lopez and Kristen Anderson Lopez, who are a married couple, who did the famed Let It Go. I believe they also did the music for Coco. Mm. They did this soundtrack. Mind you, everyone is in the studios, in production in California. They spent most of their time in their home in Brooklyn. Their family, they're holding down the fort there. And to watch our husband and wife work through the creative process was amazing to me. Because you see Chris Buck and Jen Bell kind of work as, work husband and wife kind of deal, and you see that dynamic and they're really close. But to know that, hey, listen, if you disagree on something here, you're still having dinner together, that was really insightful for me.
Yeah.
And she would be able to give feedback, and he was very receptive.
Kudos to him.
I thought it was interesting too. He's a few years younger than her also.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But so I thought the songwriting process was super dope to me. And it was crazy too to watch the animation and watch how this little baby grew. Because this was in, Jen's mind for like over 4 years, right? And they really worked up until the final screening. And I will say this too. Talk about hardcore. They had their focus groups. And so you've worked on this baby or your particular part of the movie. And then your peers are there. They might deconstruct everything that you came up with. And then the original audience screening, the children weren't getting it. So they kind of had to scrap so much stuff. Mm-hmm. So to see an animator who worked for months on something and it get redlined. This was scrapped, this is scrapped, this is scrapped, now work on this.
Right.
You saw the defeat in their face, but then you also saw the trust. Like even one gentleman was like, listen, I trust Jen and Chris. So I know that there's a reason for this. I thought, I don't know. I thought the teamwork was it. After we record this, I'm watching Frozen 2 again because of it. You know, I loved watching Josh because most of his stuff was unscripted.
Yeah.
even the warm hugs. Remember, he said warm hugs originally was unscripted, and then his famous line of, turtles breathe through their butts. That was completely off the cuff. He was did a really good job at connecting with, okay, what is it like to start to grow up and start to learn things?
I'm sure the Samantha part was unscripted and they never showed it. I wanted to make sure that that's what it was. So the one part that I wanted to see didn't happen.
So somebody's grumpy.
Well, I'm just saying.
So okay, I can't wait to see his review of this, but the tire tracks on this one. But fact checked, some turtles do breathe through their butts. Just so you know, Josh knew that. He was right on. To see, I don't know about you guys, but the next right thing, when that song played in the movie, your girl was crying. I was crying. When Olaf, so we thought, died, Ella was inconsolable.
Mm-hmm.
I think the first time we watched the movie, she cried so much at that part that even when I'm like, look, he's back, she was still crying. Comment down below if that devastated your children. But the next right thing connected with me in a way that I was like, now I get why some people connected with Let It Go. They were in a space in their life and it just resonated with them. The next right thing resonated with me. And to hear Kristen Bell say, sometimes the world is too heavy. So I step out of bed, right? And then I do the next right thing. I brush my teeth. And then I do the next right thing. I wake my children up. It was like she really meant it. To watch her sing it and to watch the emotions. It wasn't, like, hey, take yourself to this place. No, the lyrics really guided her. And it made me love the song even more. I don't know. Comment down below what your favorite song is. I had a fun time watching them create Kristoff's song. And also watching Jonathan do it. I thought that was
spit.
If you've seen Hamilton, you know that Jonathan Groff plays the king. Shout out again to Disney Plus for that. If you have not done so already, please be sure to check out our Hamilton review. We'll include that. But Jonathan does his voice, and he does Finn, and his
at the same time.
Right, and so his facial expressions are crazy. I just really, really loved watching everyone. And it was crazy to me too, because the characters, the actors that played the characters almost accepted the role. Like Kristen Bell was definitely the younger sister when you see those two together. And Josh definitely is giving you Mad Olaf vibes. And so I loved it. The part that I did not know I needed, but I absolutely needed, was Sterling K. Brown as Lieutenant Matthias. To see, first of all, comment down below if you absolutely love This Is Us and you love all things Sterling K. Brown, because I do. His enthusiasm is infectious. His energy. He took his role super, super serious, but he still was upbeat.
Yeah.
And so to see him, he was like so excited. And then to remember, like, man, Lieutenant Matthias does have his facial expressions, does have his smile in his eyes. I became a bigger fan of everyone that was in the movie, bigger than what I was before. So if you have not done so already, I would say definitely tune into this and then watch Frozen 2. It's like a new set of eyes. Unless you're like Corey and you're not a Frozen fan. For me, I thought, first of all, I was all into it, so I'm kind of like tunnel vision, but I thought you would appreciate the technical aspects of it.
Yeah, I do, but I just don't like seeing it. I just don't. I like my movies.
You're the equipment guy. When they had like all those monitors up and doing this and doing that, like, I don't know. I thought he was going to put in some new orders for Amazon. I'm not going to lie.
Nah. This is the one circumstance where I don't want to see what's going on.
So, for that, I say he is on the naughty list. I say his shirt is absolutely right. He's on the naughty list. And I'm trying to give you Mad Olaf vibes because I like warm hugs.
Oh, nice.
So, what do you give this documentary?
I'm going to recuse myself because I only watched it because I had to.
Nobody forced him. I think it was an amazing.
I did it for you guys.
Okay, so let me just say this. I'm a documentary person. I will watch documentaries about everything and anything because I absolutely love them. I was and shows that are behind the scenes shows. Like, I was devastated with the loss of Anthony Bourdain because I absolutely loved how he would go into places and research and really honor those
The
cultures.
culture. Mm-hmm.
And so this was giving me that type of vibe. They were letting us into a sacred space. And so I take my documentaries very serious, and there were times when you knew that they did not want the cameras there, but for transparency, they let the cameras stay there. And for that, as a fan, I'm truly grateful. And as far as documentaries go, this one gave you all types of feels, every range of emotions. I laughed, I cried, I had like gratitude, an enormous amount of gratitude for the years that they put into just bringing us happiness. And also, if you create anything, right, there is that, can I keep it to myself? Should I keep my baby? Or then there's like, well, maybe there's that one person that that might need this. And so I want to be able to get it out there. But you're super vulnerable when you let your baby out there. So for me, I appreciated that. With that being said, this gets 4 tire tracks for me. And it would probably get 5, but I know I'm biased because I like these type of movies. It's not a documentary for the kiddos. Like, I didn't want Ella to see it because I still want her to have that magic. And I knew that Ava wouldn't fully appreciate it. But this, you know what this reminded me of? What?
What did you think about me? See, you didn't consider me.
I can't even. Like, the fact that you weren't like, this made me think of, what's the other one where, is it a day? Disney Day, like where you get behind the scenes.
Disney?
Is that what it's called?
I think so.
First of all, they have like this huge book that I really want, but it's like super expensive. But anyway, it reminded me of that. It was like, I'm like, thank you for, first of all, sharing your gifts with us, and then also letting us see them. I love the fact too that everyone was super normal. Like, Robert and Kristen, they didn't have a normal house, right? They had a great brownstone in Brooklyn, but still, Jonathan's riding his bike through Times Square, and you are seeing, creatives on skateboards and things like that. So I loved it. So Corey has recused himself. But I am saying this is a must watch for somebody that loves all things Disney, loves all of the ins and outs. I would love to see a Pixar version of this. I will say too, like
I would not.
Jen Bell, first of all, is something like a boss, right? So not only does she have Frozen under her belt, she also has Zootopia. She also has Wreck-It Ralph 1 and 2. I also enjoyed seeing the diversity. There were some rooms where it could be better. But for the most part, you saw a great blend of ages, of ethnicities, of culture, and of genders. So I thought, okay, this is what gives them the magic. You see, different flavor always creates magic. Just ask Tiana about gumbo. It's all about the different flavors. I loved it. I recommend it highly. Corey is on the naughty list. So watch it. Let us know what you think. If you've seen it already, comment down below. But again, this week is all about hashtag Frozen in July 2020. And this movie was a great way and is a great way to kick off your Christmas in July, Frozen in July type vibes. Yeah. Comment down below if there are any other movies that you want us to check out. We've gotten some great suggestions. We really loved. We just finished Mars Needs Moms, and we'll be doing that review. So again, make sure that you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and hit the like for this video. We keep the videos coming, be it real reviews or Lost Files or just us being us.
That's right.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Please be sure to check out Into the Unknown. Okay, I can't sing. I'm sorry, I know. But I loved it that much. And until the next time, guys.
Keep tripping.
Bye.